Cold email and weight loss have a lot in common. Now, that might sound a little far fetched, but it's something that I've seen time and time again in over a decade in cold email and now working instantly with the users that we serve. And it's actually, when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Let me try and explain it to you with one of my beautiful drawings. So let's talk about a funnel here and let's talk about weight loss. So imagine that this is a funnel. And then I'm awful at drawing, even worse with a mouse. But let me just try and get the point across here. So this is supposed to represent a funnel, right? With this right here being the top of the funnel, that's my arrow, and this right here being the bottom of the funnel. Now, we can look at it from a marketing or a sales point of view, but we can also look at it from a weight loss point of view just to try and get the point across a little bit more. So imagine you've been living an unhealthy lifestyle, and you want to start losing weight. So you would be right here, let's say top of funnel. Now, any activity that you're going to add here will already make a difference. So if you're going to start maybe getting in more steps or your calorie intake, you're going to watch your calorie intake and make that go down a bit. You're gonna maybe sign up and go to a gym twice per week, that type of thing. Maybe you're gonna start drinking water instead of anything that you do. Any type of activity will help you start losing weight. So the point is that you have to start and you have to do something, and you're going to see some really, really big gains here because going from zero, not doing anything, to doing something is going to make a big difference for you. Now, the same with cold email. A lot of people, they maybe never send a cold email. They're a little bit almost scared to get started. They're not sure if it's for them. They're not sure if it will work for them. Like, what should I send? Who should I send it to? The point is that you want to start moving so you can start gathering data and that you can start seeing what works. And then another big problem is that people, when they are here in their cold email journey, then they overcomplicate things. Where here you just want to grab a tool that does the things that you need as well as you need it. So what I mean by that is grab a tool like instantly, for example, you have the data in there. Could you, in theory, maybe hire a developer and have them build a custom scraper and get slightly better data, or maybe have more companies within your list that maybe right now aren't covered? Sure, maybe, but that's not what you want to do. That is something that you could consider here. So imagine you've gone through all of this, right? So you've gotten started. Now you're sending cold emails and you're getting results. Now you're here, great. Now you have a CRM set up, you have some processes, you have an AI agent that you have set up that manages your inbox. You have all of these things going for you here, and you have some results, you know what's working, who you should be reaching out to and who you shouldn't. And then you can start looking at the smaller stuff, the smaller tweaks. So should I maybe consider setting up a custom database? Should I maybe consider bringing in a specialized tool for my sales call transcription? Should I maybe upgrade from the instantly CRM to HubSpot or Salesforce or what have you? That is something you can consider right here. But if you're here and if you want to get started with cold email, you're not going to get any results now. Just make sure that you get moving and that you get started. And that's the main point that you want to do when you're there. Then when you're here, where you say, okay, I'm already sending cold emails, I'm getting some results, but I need to optimize things a little bit. Great, them start implementing some AI agents, start working with, for example, Copilot or in instantly your Claude or what have you to help you with coming up with new copywriting angles, new ICPs, new offers that you can test. And once you really feel, okay, this part, I've also nailed it, I can really start looking at some details and the finer things and the tweaks. Then you want to start looking at this part right here, and you can bring in specialized tools like Freckle or Clay or Gong or you name it. That's what you want to start doing there. But what I'm seeing the most, and I'm going to stop making you look at my drawing here because it's absolutely awful. But what I'm seeing the most is people they're a bit afraid to get started. So they're at the start of their journey, they're not sure what they should be doing, and instead of actually starting to send, they either jump way to the end of the funnel and they try and adopt all this technology. They try and maybe build some custom stuff, some workflows. They start to automate something that they've not even done manually yet. They're doing all the advanced stuff that they shouldn't be doing. So if that's you, just make sure that you start sending. You want to start gathering data. You want to start trying what works and what doesn't for your different ICPs. And you want to just start sending some emails and um, work out different offers. So it is simple. Just start maybe coming up with one or two different offers. And if you want to learn how to, I have a video on that tomorrow. And then once you have your two offers for cold email, then just send maybe 20 to 50 cold emails per day, and then you're well on your way to gathering data. If you do that for a month, you're so much further ahead of where you are right now. You're so much further ahead of the people that are still trying to automate something that they think that should be automated, where they're thinking, okay, you know what, once I hit a certain scale, once I get to that point where I'm sending 10,000 or 5,000 emails per month, that part should be automated, so I'm not going to start sending until it's done. You don't want to be that person. You want to start sending, gathering data, and actually get moving. And then that way, you're going to be so much farther ahead than where you would be if you were trying to do all of these small things that you really don't want to focus on. The details, they will come. Therefore, the people that are more advanced, that actually made the decision to start moving, to actually get going, they're at a point where they can start looking at, okay, let's bring in some specialized technology, or let's automate this thing that is a bit of a bottleneck for us right now. If you're not there yet, don't worry about it. Don't obsess over it. Just get moving, start sending, start gathering data.